Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Yo!
It is Pixel Partners here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Spirit of Justice. We left off.
There's a cutscene.
There's a cutscene. We saw Prosecutor Basmati for the first time.
Basmati.
Was that his name?
It's Sadmati.
Sadmati. Sorry, I was thinking of. I've been working in the grocery store too much.
Basmati, that's rice.
That's rice. That's right. I think I made that joke at the end of the last video, so it carried
like,
over.
Is it Sadmati rice? And I'm like, no, but that's what you were thinking. It was Basmati.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm gonna live that one down. Well, there's did it. Good job for me. Anyways, we got all the evidence that we can get. We're going to court, and now we've got to get our building back because it's all being taken by Mr.
Prosecutor Basmati.
I'm fine. I apologize, and I'm fine.
Oh yeah, this whole... Is Apollo okay? He's been muttering to himself all morning. He's been like that since yesterday. Guess the pressure of today's trial's getting to him. Poor Polly. He's really tearing himself up all over this. Get it together, Apollo!
Yikes! Athena, when did you get here?
Try to relax a little bit, will you?
No.
You're getting yourself way too worked up.
Everything's on me. Yeah, but I'm all right. I'm fine.
You know, I did a little digging on this Nayuta Sadmati guy. He's apparently not your run-of-the-mill prosecutor.
Really? What would have told you that? Oh yeah, what'd you find out?
Well, they say he wields an incredible power to accurately read a trial's karma and its ultimate fate.
The fuck does that mean? What is that supposed to mean?
You're literally Apollo and Phoenix. Most things that you say in reaction are what they say.
Yeah, that's how you know they read it well.
Yeah.
Read it well, wrote it well.
I don't have all the details, but apparently he can foresee how the arguments will go and even lead his opposition.
That's kind of like cheating.
So the defense basically ends up going in whatever direction he has in his head.
And this isn't going to be a cakewalk if that's true.
Emma did say she'd talk to him for us, though. Here's hoping that went well.
She's going to walk in. Absolutely not. That did not go well. In any case, sounds like it's going to keep us on our toes.
That's Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I know you're ready. Why I know I can leave Trucy in the office to you. I believe in you, Apollo.
No pressure.
Mr. Wright is putting his faith in me. I can't let him down now.
Oof.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
There he goes again. It's almost like he's chanting a prayer.
I'm fine. I'm just as I'm fine.
Jesus. If you say so, Apollo.
The trial will stop momentarily. Is the defense ready? Yes, we're fine.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, I'm deaf in my left ear now. Oh God, it's gone. Oh shit, there's blood coming out. Okay, I'm dead.
Someone have a cotton ball.
Trucy's fate and the fate of the agency rests on this trial. This is it, Justice. If there was ever time to shine, it's now.
Whew.
April 28th, 9:30 a.m. District Court.
Courtroom number 6. Courtroom no 6.
Court is now in session. All right.
Bap.
Back to the old
Court is
court.
now in session for the trial of Trucy Wright. Never thought I'd say that.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Whoa.
Huh.
Okay.
It gives me a chance to figure out a voice
Ooh,
for
it's
him.
all floaty. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And the prosecution. I mean, you already heard his voice. You kind of know where to go with it.
I think we're gonna go with like a not as outlandish, but kind of like a Pegasus slash from in this game in the Ace Attorney series, a Maximilian-ish style voice.
Yeah.
But not as outlandish. No, not as flamboyant.
Yeah.
Not as Pegasus, but more of that
reserved.
tone. Yeah. I'll see how that works, but
Prosecutor Sadmati.
1,000 pardons. It was rude of me to keep you waiting.
There we go.
I was praying for the victim.
Oh.
Oh, praying. Yes, I see. You're a Koreanist monk, correct, prosecutor?
Yes, that is correct. I am but a lowly monk from the kingdom of Khura'in. I beg in advance for the forgiveness and kind patience of everyone here in this court. I am unfamiliar with the proceedings of this country and may make many blunders.
He seems like such a gentle-mannered soul, doesn't he?
I wonder if I ever had a chance to talk with him about Trucy.
Now then, Prosecutor Satmati, the opening statement, if you would.
That Trucy is a fucking murderer.
Oh my god.
Certainly. In the name of the Holy Mother,
Oh god, the Holy
I
Mother.
vow to guide the victim's soul to a land of eternal peace known as the Twilight
Oh
Realm.
no, the Twilight Realm.
You gonna kill her? Now let the last rites of the victim begin.
Well, the victim.
Nayata Sadmati. He's really been making a name for himself, apparently, but that nickname, Last Right Prosecutor, I wonder how that could come into play today. What?
Whoa.
Oh god. The incident took place in the middle of a spectacular magic show. The accused performed a magic trick in which she thrust a sword into a coffin. A coffin from which the body of the victim then spilled out, dead from a fatal stabbing. The victim's name was Manov Mystery, otherwise known as the Great Mysterious.
Man of Mystery.
Yeah. His blood was found on the sword that was used during the magic trick.
We both looked at each other and said that at the same time.
At the same time.
Oh man.
So his death was just an unfortunate accident?
It is only natural for one to assume as such, Your Honor. However, it was no mere accident, but rather a homicide. The prosecution's position is thus, that this was a murder made to look like an accident.
I see. And you believe this crime was committed by the defendant?
After a thorough consideration of all possible scenarios, I unfortunately had no other choice but to conclude as much.
Oh.
Is that how it's going to be, huh?
I guess Emma couldn't convince him after all.
Very well. Now let's hear from the defense.
Naturally, we maintain that the defendant is innocent, Your Honor. If the defense wouldn't mind, could you please explain your reasoning? My reasoning? Well, no one's ever asked me this before. I would say that my main reason is because I believe in the defendant. I see. So you find it difficult to come up with anything more concrete than that, do you? What a fine demonstration of the fact that you are indeed a lawyer of putrid mind.
Oh god.
Wait, putrid mind?
Prosecutor Satmati?
Excuse me, but I don't...
Whoa!
What? What? What?
Is this Naruto all of a sudden?
I was... Fuck, you beat me to it, damn it! I was like fucking Naruto over here.
He said something.
If you don't mind my asking, Prosecutor, what was that you were discharging?
The sutra
I'm
of the
pretty
Holy
sure I
Mother that
heard
guides
it.
those of tainted soul toward enlightenment. I think there's some, but we were too busy freaking out about Narutoing over here. It is a Khura'inist incarnation to awaken the foolish from their fruitless slumber.
Is it a fucking jutsu going on here?
Oh, the jutsu.
Oh no.
Fitting for a lawyer who indulges such fancy as the innocence of the accused.
I see. So basically you're asking the defense to get real?
Allow me these few words, defense. It is my duty as a monk to punish sinners and to guide victims' souls to the Twilight Realm. Should you show repentance and admit to the accused's guilt now, no harm will come to you. But, should you interfere with my sacred last rites for the victim,
Jesus.
then I shall cast you down to the pit of hell along with Trucy Wright.
Jesus.
What? Now wait just 1 minute here. Putrid? Pit of hell? Is that a way to address someone in a court of law?
Prosecutor Satmati, that may be the way you conduct trials in Khura'in.
But here we like to keep things civilized.
But I would appreciate it if you would refrain from such charged language here. Only hawks and swords and whips are allowed.
Your Honor, that is but a Khura'inist sermon for those who have strayed from the path. Harsh words are often necessary to admonish contemptible deviants who cannot see reason.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize.
I guess they really do hate defense attorneys in Khura'in, huh? Even still, that was way over the top as far as verbal abuse goes.
And the trial's only just begun.
Well, defense, I suppose the way a prosecutor does things varies by country. Why don't we look at this as cross-cultural exchange and try to be open-minded about
As
it?
long as I'm not going to hell, that's fine. What?
Bailiff, please bring in the first witness.
Is it going to be Emma?
Or
The
Bonnie.
investigator?
Oh, hey, she got her
Yeah.
snackoos! Munch, motherfucker.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
jeez.
Uh-oh. I thought she said goodbye to the snackoos. My goodness.
Like a squirrel.
Damn, you can calm down.
Detective Skye, the courtroom is no place for gorging yourself.
What's wrong with having a little snack? Girls gotta eat, right? Yeah. Seems a little stressed out. Just a
Detective
little.
Skye, your testimony, please.
Yeah, about that. I just want to state for the record that I believe Trucy Wright is innocent.
I'm sorry.
Detective Skye, this path you seek to follow is misguided. Giving that wrongdoer false hope will only deepen her despair in the end.
But
Let it go and move on. Acts which go against your duty will earn you divine punishment from the Holy Mother. Oh.
Stress eating! Oh.
Oh.
Fine. I don't know about the divine part, but I get the punishment bit loud and clear. I guess got assigned tons of paperwork or something for sticking up for Trucy.
Do you and Prosecutor somebody don't seem to get along very well, do they?
That's right, the whole detective prosecutor relationship. Even though she's not really a detective anymore, she's an investigator, but still.
Still. Shall we continue? The prosecution contends that the accused had a clear motive. The evidence, if you would, Detective Skye.
All right. Please take a look at this poster.
Is that
It's a Troop Grammary poster from 13 years ago.
Is that how you spell canceled?
Yeah, why?
I thought it was 2 L's.
No.
Huh. Looks weird to me. Anyways. Huh? This mirror is a little different from the one in the Miss Wright's dressing room.
This is a revised version of that poster.
This one says canceled under Mysterious.
That's right. Mysterious left the troop after the first version of the poster was printed. Take a look at Mysterious's right forearm near his elbow. See the big scar there? He apparently got that when he made a mistake while practicing a magic trick.
Ouch, that's quite a scar.
Yeah. Because of the accident, Magnifique Grammary concluded Mysterious was too unskilled. Just before the show was to open, Magnifique announced Mysterious wouldn't be appearing. But in defiance of Magnifique's decision, Mysterious tried to go on stage anyway. This, in turn, caused Magnifique to oust Mysterious from the troupe on the spot.
Did you catch Mysterious out? That seems rather extreme. Did he really have to go that far?
When it came to magic, Troop Grammar was so passionate. Or should I say extreme about it that it caused problems for them from time to time.
Yes, they even caused this court a mountain of trouble with their extreme antics.
And now the troop's successor has committed a murder. Seems the troop's rare talent was inherited by the right person after all.
Hey.
A putrid talent for criminality.
Damn, stop ragging on our girl, boy!
Would you? What?
Everyone's just like, Jesus Christ.
You sound rather extreme yourself, prosecutor.
Criminals with impure souls do not deserve sympathy, Your Honor.
As I was saying, after his expulsion, Mysterious apparently went on to hold a grudge against the troop.
He would tell those close to him I will get my revenge on Troop Grammary someday.
Revenge? That certainly sounds antagonistic.
Okay. Understood. And then his chance for revenge finally came. If you'd be so kind, Detective Skye.
I guess I don't have a choice, do I?
Testimony time. It's probably going to be about the book. That he was trying to take the book, and so Trucy was like, kill him! Yeah.
The victim planned to get his revenge on Troop Grammary during Trucy's magic show. Mysterious was going to first steal the Grammary notebook from the defendant. He then intended to reveal the secrets behind their magic tricks during the show. That was the victim's plan for revenge, and while he did in fact steal the notebook, the defendant murdered him before he had a chance to reveal the secrets.
By the time the accused had discovered the notebook's theft, it was too late. Her only option was to kill Mr. Reyes and make it look like an accident. That's nothing but conjecture.
Whoa.
The victim's assistant, Bonnie DeFame, gave the police a statement. She testified that just before the start of the show, Mr. Reyes said, "I'm going to reveal all of Troop Gramarye's secrets on stage today." What?
Well, that isn't exactly a great startling point. That's not exactly a great starting point for a rebuttal, is it?
It's on me. Allow me to give you one piece of advice, defense. Oh? And what's that? Oh my god. Let it go and move on. Excuse me? Helping a sinner will only sully your own soul. One possessed of an unclean soul will burn in the flames of hell, and then be ever burdened with that sin in their next life. But I don't believe in that sort of thing. Besides, I have no intention of giving up. What a shame. Oh, Holy Mother, grant me the strength to deal with this putrid lawyer.
Jesus.
Bye, friend. All actions have consequences, and yours will surely earn you the honor of being a mere stink bug at best in your next life. A stink bug?
Now then, Mr. Mr. Justice.
Hey!
Your cross-examination, please.
It's not nice. Why would you do that to me?
The power of his voice made me say stink bug. It's so soothing.
Whoa.
We have badges instead of a bar now.
Huh.
Alright, the victim planned to get his revenge on Troop Grammar during the magistrate. Okay, hold on. Revenge after all this time? It's been 13 years already. Why now?
I know, right? I thought that was pretty sketchy myself. I mean, wouldn't he have done it a long time ago if he was gonna do it? After all...
Detective Skye, self-indulgent outbursts such as those will earn you divine punishment in the form of a salary evaluation. Oh no, she's gonna be the next gumshoe.
Stress eating.
Oh no. Wait, that's what divine punishment means? Let the detective have a snack, this humble servant of the Holy Mother shall explain. Over a decade ago, Troop Gramarye was at the height of their popularity, but then their reputation declined and they had all but faded from public memory. Until recently, that is when Trucy and Wright sought to recapture their former glory.
The defendant? And at such a young age, too! How impressive!
Yes, the accused's skill at magic is undeniably impressive. If she hadn't fallen onto the path of sin, she would have had a bright future ahead of her.
It's always sad to see such promising young potential go to waste.
Don't get upset already.
Now then, Detective Skye, how did Mr. Reyes plan to get his revenge? Please put down the snackles before you continue with your testimony.
Yes, Your Honor.
She looks so sad.
I know, because she's having to testify that how Trucy is a murderer, even though when she doesn't think so.
Yeah. Steal the notebook. What evidence do you have that Mr. Reyes actually stole the notebook?
Well, you see,
Oh, God. Whenever you're ready, Detective. Fret not, Detective Skye, you have nothing to repent for. You should be proud of the fine forensic discovery that you made. Forensic discovery? And what did you discover specifically? Fingerprints? Detective Skye identified a certain set of fingerprints on the notebook. Upon further inspection, she determined that they belonged to Mr. Reyes. What?
Oh.
Detective found the fingerprints entirely on her own volition. For that, I must say, well done, Detective Skye.
I dust everything. It's just a coincidence.
Munch. You're a little too addicted to using your precious white powder, did you, Emma?
Listen, see, that's exactly what...
Detective Skye would ask you to explain exactly how Mr. Reyes intended to use the notebook to exact his revenge.
Alright. Well, first he stole the notebook. Oof.
He then intended to reveal the secrets behind that magic trick during the show.
How do we know that, though?
I'm going to reveal all True Grammary's secrets on the stage today.
Oh, that's how.
That's what Mr. Reese himself said, right?
Oh,
That's
that's
me.
me, duh. Right, but he didn't exactly specify which Grammarly secrets he was talking about.
But the prosecution thinks he was referring to the secrets behind True Grammary's magic? Yes, that is the prosecution's assertion. When the accused realized that Mr. Rios was to reveal her family's most closely guarded secrets, he actually panicked. So basically, his notebook was hiding in Mr. Rios' things because he has stolen it himself.
I see. Truly a motive that only a magician could have.
Yes, that's what the prosecution believes anyway.
That was the victim's plan for revenge, and while he did in fact steal the notebook.
But in reality, all he wanted to do was just expose who Trucy's crush was.
Do you really believe what you're saying, Detective Skye? Do you really think Mr. Wright killed...
Mr. Wright?
Miss Wright killed Mr. Rios to stop him from getting his revenge?
That's weird.
It's weird to just read Miss Wright. That's why I was like, Miss... Oh, wait, that's a miss.
You saw the M and then Wright.
Yeah. Jesus.
Of course I don't think that. The Trucy we know could
Keep your private considerations separate from your public duty. I warned you about this very thing before the trial began, did I not, Detective Skye?
Yes, you did.
Please recite my exact words to you.
Emma Skye, you are a detective first and foremost, not the accused's friend. Remember your duty and fulfill it faithfully.
Excellent. So you do remember what I said to you. Your devotion to your work will be rewarded, for the Holy Mother sees all.
This Holy Mother is no scientific concept I've ever heard of.
Oh boy.
Those two really don't get along, do they?
Well, science and religion don't go together about as well as oil and water.
As I was saying...
Then murdered him before he had a chance to reveal the secrets. Bow.
I'm sorry, but what exactly is the basis for claiming it was murder?
Beats me.
What? The basis is beats me?
You'll have to ask Prosecutor Sadmati over there, because he hasn't told me his reasoning either.
Detective Skye, you're feeding the information the defense has not gone unnoticed by my eyes. The bad karma of acts which go against your duty will impinge upon you in your next life. But even before that, they may impinge upon your job in the form of a transfer of money to me.
Please don't get me kicked out of the forensics unit, anything but that.
Poor Emma, she's really been risking everything for us. Well, Prosecutor Sadmati, what are your grounds for claiming homicide? It was the luminous tape in the understage passage. I realized that it had been moved. Moved so that Mr. Rios would climb onto the downstage coffin by mistake. What? Mr. Rios, who was waiting in the understage passage, was supposed to have used the upstage ladder, shown here on the left. He was to climb up into the coffin that had been set up in the backstage area. After being turned into a stuffed dragon during Act 1, Mr. Rios was supposed to come back to life and emerge from that coffin. But that luminous tape had been moved to the downstage ladder. So the victim climbed up into the coffin on the stage itself by mistake. The very same coffin the accused thrust her sword into. And you have proof that was my client who moved the tape? But of course, Detective Skye.
Oh, that's right. I identified the defendant's fingerprints on the luminous tape.
You what? He actually had proof? Well, defense, are you finally ready to let it all go and move on? Absolutely not.
Detective, please add the information about the prints on the tape to your testimony.
Okay.
The defendant's prints were on the tape. I guess she must have moved it during the show.
I'll go and press on that. What made you think to check the luminous tape for prints?
Well, I bet it was detective's intuition. I dusted not just the tape, but just about everywhere for fingerprints.
Oh?
I dusted pretty much every single surface in the theater. I mean, it was so nice to be able to dust for prints without anybody getting mad at me.
It's great that you're enthusiastic, Anna, but there is such a thing as too enthusiastic.
Just white powder everywhere.
Yeah.
The tape was moved to guide Mr. Rios into the coffin that was downstage? If that's true, it does sound like a murder rather than an accident.
Certainly it doesn't help that Trucy's prints are on that tape. I wish I knew what sound would even be appropriate to make in this situation.
That's the sound.
Alright, so I assume we're gonna have something to go against the fingerprints.
No, you know
tape.
what sound is good in this situation?
Okay, I'm just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a save out there. So,
Save station.
what do we have that goes against that the fingerprints are on the tape? I guess she must have moved it during the show. Well, number one, I guess we could go off of the fact that
red.
that's the danger.
Yeah, that's the danger that faces us.
Okay. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? What do we have?
Why did you say that 4 times?
Why not say it 4 times? Okay, so... I'm trying to think of those... show script, transformer dragon, chooses hat trick, buy interpretation trick, and chooses escape trick.
When would she have been able to move it though? Like
I don't know.
when during
I mean,
the show?
they could say the intermission that was between the parts, like when we went backstage and saw her. Like that time, you know, she wasn't on stage. Nothing there speaks to me. Fingerprint result. Just prints amount of fingerprints were found on the top of the box. Ooh, true share of jobs during the show, so no fingerprints were found. That's all you need. Boom.
Wait, what happened?
It's the fingerprint analysis from the box, and it stated on there that Trucy had gloves on, so her fingerprints were not on anything.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, Detective Skye, but there's a flaw in your testimony.
Oh, really?
The prosecution is claiming that Miss Wright moved the understage tape during the show in order to guide the victim into the coffin downstage. But it doesn't make sense that she would leave prints on the tape at that time.
It doesn't?
Please consider the fingerprint results of the main coffin, which shows that not one of my client's fingerprints was found on or in it.
That's true. We didn't find any of her prints on that coffin.
I think you've realized what the flaw in your testimony is. Claiming Miss Wright left prints on the tape during the show was inconsistent with the facts.
Yep.
Because she was wearing gloves during the show.
Oh!
She must have left the prints sometime before the show started. In other words, her prints do not prove she moved the tape to mislead the victim. The prosecution's investigation was insufficient.
Oh my! Sweet. But on a personal level, I'm very happy about that.
Oh boy.
Well, Prosecutor Stadmadi, if the defense's argument is true, and you have no evidence the defendant moved the tape to deceive the victim.
I see. Apparently the defense is more intelligent than I had thought. More than a stink bug at any rate.
Jesus.
Come on, you can bump me up to at least a stag beetle now, can't you?
Will that really be any better?
Of course, way better. Stag beetles are cool with those huge mandibles of theirs.
I mean, they are cool.
If the defense wishes to be promoted to a stag beetle, then answer me this question. Alright, shoot. Even with no evidence that the accused moved the tape to misguide the victim still climbed the ladder using the tape as a guide. And entered the coffin on the stage. The accused then thrust her sword into said coffin with the victim in it.
So what you're saying is the facts remain that the victim was stabbed to death, right?
Precisely. However, this does drastically change one aspect of this case. If the accused did not lead the victim into the coffin on purpose, then it means the victim's death could have been accidental. If it was indeed an accident, the defense can argue that it was involuntary manslaughter.
I see. If it was involuntary manslaughter, it could plead extenuating circumstances, and the severity of the crime could be mitigated.
Defense, if you believe the accused did not murder the victim, then do you argue that it was an accident? This is it. How important question. The defense argues that Mr. Reese's death was an accident or murder.
I mean, technically it was
Accident
murder, but
or
not by
murder?
Trucy's hand.
Yes, but we're gonna answer that next time. We're gonna let him think. We're gonna let it be mysterious. We're gonna be like, you know what? You're gonna wait for my answer. You're gonna sit down there and you're gonna wait, Mister Mad Hattie Basmati piece of garbage.
Mr. Basmati Rice.
Exactly.
Prosecutor Rice.
Prosecutor Uncle Ben's Rice.
Uncle Ben! No!
Another dead character in the Marvel Universe. We keep ending videos this way. Oh no.
Oh my god, you're right!